Hello everybody and welcome back to the Not a Good Reseller YouTube channel. I'm Skylar, and in today's video I wanted to go over kind of how Mercari plays a role in my business. While not a big contributor, it can become very handy in a clutch. So one example that happened recently, and I'll put the item up over here. So this was a water filter. I bought it for $4, and if you look on eBay comps, it's like, okay, wow, this is great. 4 into 40 sounds great, right? And you're like, hey, it's being sold, so no problems here. And then you bring it home, and what happens? You try to list it, and it doesn't let you. In this case, I think it was something with like the Whirlpool company had like an issue with it or something like that. So unfortunately, that meant I couldn't sell the item on eBay. And, water filter, selling it elsewhere, like on Craigslist or something, Facebook Marketplace, I haven't done that. That might be good. I don't know. But, great. The one place that I know that it sells for sure, and I can't sell it, which is a reason why, at least for my business, I kind of don't deal with Amazon really, because you have to kind of jump through hoops on certain things just to get approval for certain items. So one of the main reasons I don't even mess with Amazon. The other one being that it's kind of, more focused on like new stuff, like stuff you'd see in those liquidation pallets, things like that, the new products. In my business, I kind of, yes, if something is in new condition, awesome, fantastic. But, for me, I mostly sell like used stuff that's like really good quality, or has really good utility to it. So if I had to say it in harsh terms, I don't sell the cheap Chinese knockoff stuff. I sell the quality, mostly American kind of things, that have proven over the years that they still have value. So that's kind of where my business excels at, for me, and why I don't usually deal with Amazon. So that sidetrack aside, back to the reason you came to watch this video, talking about Mercari. So yes, item up here again, water filter, didn't sell, $4. Oh, what can I do? Well, Mercari ended up bailing me out because I was able to sell this item on Mercari without any issues. And it sold for, I believe it was $21. I'll put the picture of it here that have the actual value. So yes, not as much. Whenever I bought this, I saw comps that were going for like 35 or something like that. If I remember, I'll post it up here for what the eBay comps were looking like compared to what I sold for it on Mercari. So, definitely a value difference. So don't necessarily think like, hey, if I buy this item on eBay, it sells for 40, I'll just go on Mercari and sell it. There might not be a profit depending on what you bought the item for still. Because like on Mercari, depending on what the item is, but most of the times in my experience, it has lesser value in terms of reselling on Mercari. So that's why I usually stick to eBay as well. But in this case, sold on Mercari for $21, made my profit. I was done with the item. I was happy. So, Mercari gets a thumb up in my book for that. And that's another reason why, if you don't, at least make an account for Mercari, have it in the back pocket or something, have it in your utility of reselling tools, because, it could come in handy for circumstances like this. And I have another item over here. Now these two items are in my death pile. I just put them over here for the video's sake. So I haven't listed them yet. I know that I can't sell them on eBay, so I did do that for you guys. But I have yet to list them on the other sites. So let's do the heavy one down here first. How about that? The really heavy one that I'll barely be able to pick up. I'll just pick it up real quick, put it back down, and then we'll talk about it. So it's this hoverboard, used condition. Terrible buy, I gotta say. I spent $50 on this because I'm not that bright, not a good reseller, guys. It's in the title, come on. So I bought that with the intention of selling it. It was going to be like a double my money situation. And early on in my career, I haven't necessarily ruled this rule out yet, but in terms of me, it was the whole mentality of, if I spend $50 and I sell it for $100, yes, I only doubled my money, but I made $50. So you kind of see where I'm going, as opposed to like selling a cheap item for, selling a $1 item for $10, where I'm only making like, tripling my money, but it's a small amount. If it's a bigger item, is it worth it to only have doubled my money because the money that I will be profitizing on is so much? I don't have the answer to that question yet. I'm still in the air. I'm definitely leaning more toward staying away from doubling my money because I don't have as much money now as I used to. Early on, I had a bunch of, cash or whatever. And now that's turned into, kind of the inventory you see here. So, the liquid cash is already spent. So, I'm kind of done with that phase of my reselling where I can go out and spend $50 and, buy the huge ticket items like that. Huge. But yeah, so now I'm kind of nickel and dime and everything. So anyways, with that hoverboard, hey, there's listings on eBay that's sold, so I can sell it, right? No, nice try. Now I tried listing it a long time ago, so if things have changed, I doubt it. I feel like if things changed, it would be for the worse. We'll see. But it had something to do with like almost like a DMV, like registration vehicle thing. Like it was some weird thing like that, where it kind of was like the motorized documentation-y kind of part of it or something like that. I wasn't going to deal with it. Probably wasn't worth my time, and I don't necessarily know, I don't know too much about it. This is the first time I've ever bought a hoverboard, so I don't necessarily know that particular stuff. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to take the risk of my eBay store getting, striked or something because of something I didn't know. I'd rather just play it safe. And, in the back of my head, I was like, I'll sell it on Mercari. So that's exactly what's happening to that item there. So, just right there. And I tried writing that, guys. Absolutely terrible at it. I couldn't even really get on it. Probably doing it wrong. I don't know. But I'm a big boy now. And, I think I was a little bit over the weight capacity at the time. So that also, and I'm 6 feet tall. So yeah, it didn't work out for me. So yeah, I'll just list that up on Mercari. So instead of having my $50 being put there, listed on Mercari, let's see if it sells. I feel like worst case scenario though, pawn shop, but for the sake of this video, Mercari, yay! All right, and then one more item that we'll talk about in this video is I bought this spinal, it's like a back brace to kind of help with your spine. And I guess when it comes to certain medical items, you just can't sell on eBay. And that was one of them. I was like, it's kind of like just a back brace, so it shouldn't be that bad. It's not like I'm selling like prescription drugs or something, or something that would be like ingested, whatever, stuff like that. Nope, can't even sell that. So I only spent $10 on it, but hey, I've been stuck with spending $10 on it for half a year now. So to Mercari we go. If not, I might just have to bite the bullet on that. I don't know if pawn shops or other places will take it. We'll see on that one. But like I said, that's kind of like the death pile, because unfortunately for me, I see that I can't sell it on eBay. I get a big old frowny face and I just let it sit in my death pile. The exception was that water filter, because I already took the pictures of it thinking I could sell it on eBay, and it was on the top of my mind at the time. Quick flip. Very nice. All right, and so yeah, definitely, like I said before, keep Mercari in mind. Don't rule it out completely. Yes, I'm not the type of person that's going to be like cross-list. I don't cross-list on Mercari. I'm a little bit hesitant because I'm always worried that the item's going to sell twice or something like that. so I don't cross post on Mercari like other people do. But there are certain circumstances where Mercari comes in handy. And these here are 3 great examples, especially the water filter that we just mentioned. So, let's give Mercari a thumbs up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like Mercari, give this a thumbs up. And subscribe for more tips or just insight into my reselling business. And see you on the next video, guys.